You better the moment you want it, you better never let it go. Guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Tap, tap, tap the screen, share the live out, do all the wonderful things, and let the TikTok know that we are back. Guys, if you have not sent your daily heart me, go ahead and send that. If you have not sent your daily heart me, go ahead and send it. Tap the screen. As soon as we get up to 8,000 likes, I will open up the panel. Let's get up to 8,000 likes. Let's get up to 50 shares. Also, we have our daily gift goal, which is the pink heart puffs. If we can go ahead and knock those out, that'll help push us out to the FYP. So doing all those wonderful things, helps get us out to the FYP. And so if we can knock those out, it would really, really help. So tap the screen, share the live, do all of the wonderful things. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone who wants to come, listen, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I had an epiphany. I did. I had an epiphany. I understand now. Donald Trump is the greatest president in U.S. history. And Donald Trump is the greatest president in U.S. history because of multiple things, right? It's because of the felonies. It's because of the failed business. It's because of the coup. It's because of the lies. It's because of the war. Donald Trump is the greatest because of all of that. And if you are a Trump supporter, I need you to get in the box and come and tell me, which one of these things do you think, which reason do you think that Donald Trump is the greatest president in U.S. history? If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are not, guys, keep tapping the screen. Share the live out again. Let's get it up to 8,000 likes. As soon as we get up to 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. Also, if you can we get the shares up to 50 shares? I'm going to reset this daily gift goal one more time. Again, I'm going to keep resetting it as the one gift goal. One coin goal. And again, that's going to help us actually get out to the FYP. I need you guys to actually do all the wonderful things to make sure that we can get out to the FYP. So it's going to be the pink hearts again. If we can keep knocking that out, it'll get more people in here. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a friendly, I need you tapping the screen, friends. I need you sharing the live. I need you doing all the wonderful things. I need to know, because again, obviously MAGA knows things that we don't know. Trump supporters know things that we don't know. I need to know. Thank you so much for whoever extended their subscription. I couldn't see that. Someone just extended their subscription. I need to know, MAGA. MAGA Trump supporters, get in the box. I need to know. You guys are so much smarter than me, right? You're so much smarter than me. You voted for Trump. I need to know. I need to know. Tap the screen, guys. As soon as we hit 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. Hey, Alexa, stop. As soon as we hit 8,000 likes, I will open up the panel. Hey, Alexa, stop. We are almost there. As soon as we hit 8,000 likes, I will open up the panel. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. I need Trump supporters to tell me why Donald Jimothy Trump is the greatest president ever. And I know he is, right? I know he is because he has all of these things. He has the felonies. He has the failed businesses. He has the coup. He has the lies. He has the fact that he is a warmonger. Get in the box. Get in the box. Is it Niall or Neil? I'm sorry. Who? I can't see your username. Are you a Trump supporter? Nope, I didn't think so. I think that was a tapping error. Is it Pegasus? Okay, I guess it wasn't. Guys, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Again, I need to know. I would love to hear from Trump supporters. And honestly, I would actually love an intelligent Trump supporter. I know it's an oxymoron. I know it doesn't make sense. I know it's a fallacy. I know it's something that doesn't exist. I know it's a unicorn. But I would love it if there was a smart Trump supporter that could come up and actually explain to me why Donald Trump is the best president ever. Right? You guys always talk about Donald Trump. You know, he's so amazing and he's amazing because of this reason. He's amazing because of that reason. Like, I have a whole list of amazing reasons, and I just need you guys to tell me which one of these is your favorite reason? Because we all know that, you guys think that he is the greatest, right? Like Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest. You guys think that Trump is the greatest. And I just need to know why. Taylor, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm sorry. I was just tapping. I apologize.
No worries. I'll drop you down. Thank you, friend. Guys, where are the Trump supporters? Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Franks and Beans, you're just dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, cool. Frank and Beans, I'm gonna send you a request. Come up and explain it to me. I obviously Franks and Beans, you're obviously smarter than me. I think you are. I mean, if you're a Trump supporter, you have to be smarter than me, right? Because you were right. You guys won, right? Come up and tell me how dumb I am, right? And educate me. Like, I'm willing to learn. You seem like a smart person. You're in the chat. Come and tell me why. I would love to know. I don't think they're hiding from me. I don't think so. Guys, we have to stop saying that MAGA's scared of me. We have to stop saying that, because I think that the more that we say that, the more that they are unwilling to come and talk to me. And I'm not trying to be that guy.
Hey, what's shaking, brother?
Hey, is it Nedley?
It's Nedley. Yeah.
Nedley, are you a Trump supporter?
I am, my friend.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Nedley, have you ever watched Sparring with Santana? Do you know who I am?
No, sir, I don't. I work in Canada. So from Texas, work in Canada, living there right now. But I'm back and forth. I did.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So, guys, we have Nedley here. Nedley has never Nedley doesn't know. Nedley, this is Sparring with Santana. You've never been here, so let me give you an introduction.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Nedley, you are now in the ring. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. I am Santana. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 200 shares. We have Nedley here. And Nedley, I think that Donald Trump is the greatest president ever.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think so?
I believe that. See, I don't think he's the greatest president ever, personally.
Well, I mean, he's pretty darn good, though, right, Nedley?
I think he's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, Nedley,
but we all do.
Yeah, well, and so the reasons why, though, right? I found all these cool reasons, right? It's the felonies, it's the failed business, it's the coup, it's the lies, it's the war. Well, like I found all of these, but I need to know which one is your favorite. I know even Donald Trump is pointing to his favorite, right? It's the felonies.
Oh yeah.
So which one of these is your favorite?
My favorite is the fake felonies.
Fake felonies? What do you mean, Frank?
The fake felonies. Like, come on, look how all your cases are falling apart. It was obviously politicized, and you guys know it. You're smart enough.
How did the cases fall apart, Frank?
Every case has fallen apart. Even this this last one is going to be overturned instantly with the Supreme Court, and you know it because it was politically motivated.
Nedley, did you not see what happened today?
Did you not see what happened today? Nothing happened today, my friend.
No. It's done. It's done. He's a convicted felon.
No. Well, in your eyes, absolutely.
No. You do understand. You don't understand that it's already gone through appeals court, right?
It's going to the Supreme Court, which will be overturned.
The Supreme Court actually rejected it. You
no, they rejected it. They rejected it previously. It is now going to go to an appeals in Supreme Court where it will be adjudicated.
Okay. And wait, Nelly. I think you're a little bit confused as far as how it works. So let me just make sure I let you know how it works, right? So it's already gone through appeals court. It went through appeals court and it was upheld, and that's why Trump tried to actually appeal to the Supreme Court because it had already hit the highest level in New York as far as the courts, right? So there was no other option. The only other option past this was the Supreme Court. And there was a vote 5-4 that said, nope, we don't want to hear it. That's why Trump was actually able to meet sentencing. Now, to be fair, right? Like I think we can level on this. It wasn't a fake felony, but I called this before the election. Donald Trump wasn't going to get sentenced to jail time. Like,
oh no, I didn't think that either.
There was no way that was an actual option. But the like literally, even before he was sentenced, the judge had already made it known, like, you're not going to jail, you're not getting probation, you're not even going to get a fine, right?
Yeah.
And that's because he was the president-elect. That quite simple.
That was what, September-ish, right?
No. That was recently. Judge Marchand actually
okay, sorry, yeah.
let him know, like, hey, you're not getting any of this. But Donald Trump didn't want to be a felon, and so that's why he kept fighting it. You know why he didn't want to be a felon?
Because he knew the case was bullshit.
No, the cases weren't bullshit.
Dude,
they were actually
no one got
litigated.
ripped off. Nothing. No one got ripped off. He paid back a loan. Come on, guy. You know what? I look at you like an intelligent person. The reason I punched in here is because I have nothing against anyone who's a Democrat or anything. I don't look at politics like that. Mm-hmm. If you're a good person, you're a good person, and I like the hell out of you. You know, that's the way I roll.
Yeah, no, listen. And I'll tell you this, and I truly mean this. And I tell like Trump supporters all the time, like, I don't hate Trump supporters. I don't. I absolutely don't. I don't hate any of you guys.
Look at little barbecue there crying. Like, see, that's what I mean with Democrats. There are people that are just so
crying.
Barbecue, BBQ or something. You know, I'm reading the things here too.
Oh no, friend, don't read the comments. They get wicked. Stay away from the comments. I'm telling you, they roast me as well.
Tell you right now, I'm not an internet guy. I don't really do this. I just listened to you for a few minutes and I liked you, and I thought, you know what, I'll hop in there with you. Yeah. I'm not here to cause too much shit.
No,
we're getting ready to rumble, and I thought that was awesome because I've been waiting my whole life to come out to that.
No, but listen, the simple fact of the matter is, you said you're in Canada.
I live in Canada right now because I'm working.
You know that Trump can't come see you, right?
I don't want him to come see me. I don't want anyone to come see me.
But like, you know that Trump can't come to Canada.
Oh no, not now, right?
Exactly. Seriously, that's why Trump wanted that the felony thrown out, because now he can't travel to 26 countries without a special permission. He has to actually get permission from those countries to actually come into the country.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, like any other felon, right?
Exactly. And most felons wouldn't even get that courtesy.
Yeah, but I can understand why he wouldn't want that, you know, due to traveling for whatever reasons, right? Nobody wants to be a felon. But the problem is, you know, I've lived back and forth my whole life. I spent a lot of time in Canada growing up. But I was born in the U.S., you know, born down in the Carolinas. Moved.
Hold on. Which state?
Oh, brother, I was down just outside of Myrtle Beach.
Which city?
I can't hear you.
Which city?
Just outside of Myrtle Beach. It was Myrtle Beach.
Okay, so it was actually Myrtle Beach. Okay, I didn't know if
we were just on the outskirts of Myrtle Beach there. Okay, I was young. You have to understand.
Got it. I'm from South Carolina myself. That's
oh God, I love it down there, brother. Love it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Haverkamp. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, actually, mostly vote for Democrats, but I voted for Trump this time.
Oh, okay, cool. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna come to you in just a moment. I just wanted to verify that I'm chatting with Nedley here. So
no worries, man.
Yeah, Nedley, so just to verify though, right?
You bet.
I mean, like, we can agree that the felonies weren't phony. Like, the felonies were upheld. He tried his darndest to get those overturned. Now, there's other cases that might have been a little bit more flimsy than other cases where he got like some breaks, but like at the end of the day,
we are talking the 36 felony. Come on, Marty. Get out of here. Sorry, my damn cat just jumped on me. the felonies that he was just I guess charged with today, like the sentencing kind of thing. Anybody else that did anything of that nature, anyone in anywhere would not have been brought up on all those felonies. So the
No,
political motivation
no.
was there. Oh,
No,
dude.
you know what
Please,
it
my
is
friend.
though. Anyone else that would have gotten a felony would not have gotten to, one, be out on bail like he was, two, gotten multiple continuance of their trial, three, they wouldn't have been sentenced the way that he was sentenced.
No,
Like,
those charges wouldn't have even been brought up. Period.
Oh, that's not true.
Yes, it is. No one was defrauded. No one lost money.
Well,
no
yeah,
one, nothing, none of that. Like
you're absolutely right. But what he did was lie.
Right?
He lied to the American public. He actually, it was the reason why he was charged. It's not because he paid hush money, right? Like, we're adults. I mean, whatever he does, if he signs an NDF, like, it's whatever.
Who hasn't paid hush money politically and movie stars and shit? It's getting out of hand nowadays.
See, this is the problem that I have with Trump, right? All he had to do was just pay her, right? All he had to do was just pay her. But Donald Trump has such an issue with paying anyone. Whether it's whether it's the porn stars, whether it's people that he contracts or whatever, like, just pay your bills. If he would have just paid his bill, it wouldn't have even been there. But he wanted to get around it, and he wanted to circumvent it, and he wanted to actually use campaign funds and then or say that it was lawyer fees, and he misrepresented what it was. And the fact that he misrepresented that, and then actually it was for a whole cover up because he was running for president, like that. He did it to himself. Like, that's what it boils down to.
He's made poor choices. I agree 100%. Like I said, I'm not a staunch Trump supporter. I have my symbol up there is what is it? Maple MAGA. Yeah. I just found that. I thought it was kind of humorous, so people, you can laugh at it, be mad at me for it. It's just haha, right? I just saw it because I'm up here in Canada. Thought, hey, what a great thing. I spend, like I said, back and forth between Texas, where I am now, and then up here in Canada, where I'm working and living. Mm-hmm. I go back. I'm only up here for 4 months at a time, and then I'm back home for the remainder. So it's not like,
So let me, you know what? You have a unique perspective. Actually, give me 1 second, because I
yes,
have
sir.
something that I want to ask you. But let me talk to Haver for a moment. But I got a really good question for you, because you actually have a unique experience. Ooh. Hold tight just 1 second.
Yeah.
Haver, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Haver, we can agree. Like, Donald Trump. Well, I think Donald Trump's on his way to being the greatest president ever. Don't you?
No.
You don't think so?
Of course not.
Well, at least he's on his way to being a really good one, right?
Time will tell.
Okay. And you said that you used to vote for you used to vote for Democrats, but this time you voted for Trump.
Yeah, hold
on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. 1 second.
No problem. I've got all the time in the world. I'm old.
Yeah, me too, brother.
One second.
Old and fat.
Okay. Okay. Who was the last Democratic president that you voted for?
I voted for Barack twice.
Oh, okay. So wait. You said the last Democratic president you voted for was who?
Barack Obama.
What? Hold on. What does that say?
Obama.
How did I know you were going to say Obama? How do I know that? Listen, the funny thing is that you guys, I've heard that a million times. Okay, tell me why you voted for Trump.
Okay, well, and then in 2016, I wanted Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
The reason I voted for Trump is because I wanted a shakeup of the system. I think that we have problems right now with the security of the country. I think we have problems in the FBI, the CIA. I think they're.
And you think Trump is the solution?
Well, I mean, I don't think you can be any worse.
You don't think that Donald Trump appointing Kash Patel, who has outwardly said that he has a hit list and he plans on actually using weaponizing the FBI to go after people. You don't think that's worse? You don't
No,
think that
I'm
him
not-
trying to put Tulsi Gabbard as the head of intelligence, where Tulsi Gabbard, where multiple people said she's compromised and she's also portrayed Russian propaganda and has been a Syrian sympathizer, you don't think that's worse?
I think that was started by Hillary and the FBI
Absolutely.
to smear her.
What was started by Hillary and the FBI?
The whole Russian bot. I heard her say it.
What are you
Everyone heard her
talking
say
about?
it. When Hillary accused Tulsi Gabbard of being a Russian operative, and you know why she does that? Hillary hates anyone that's competing with her at any level.
Mhm.
She's I don't even want to get started on Hillary.
Mhm.
Okay,
You know
I
why?
think Hillary-
You know why
I
though?
don't think
So
Hillary's- I don't think anyone that voted to go to Iraq should ever be allowed to run for public office.
yeah. So listen, how about this then? Right? You do know that Tulsi Gabbard, while in Congress, took a secret private meeting to Syria
I know.
to meet with the head of Syria, and then
Yeah.
after she got back, she started repeating certain things that were being published on Russian state TV. And just an FYI, that same former leader of Syria, and his name is slipping my mind at the moment, but he after he was ousted,
Yeah,
he was
he's in Russia.
evacuated to where?
Russia or France or somewhere.
Russia. Russia.
Yeah.
He is hanging out in the Kremlin. He's been given protection. Assad. Yep, that's it. Assad. Assad has been
Yep.
given protection. So Tulsi Gabbard, while in Congress, took a private trip and met with Assad, who is now in. You don't think that's weird?
I don't know. I don't know what's in her heart.
Oh man, are you a Christian?
Yeah, and
That sounds like one of those Jesus lines.
no, man. I've just I'm old. I've watched politicians on the left and the right unalive hundreds and thousands of my generation, and I think that I know for a fact politicians are the number one most hated group in the United States. Number one. Number two are lawyers.
I don't know.
All you gotta-
I would. You
there's
know what?
multiple-
The way
there's
that
multiple
America is, I
studies.
don't know. The way that America is, I used to say it was black people, and then I
No.
started thinking it was women, but now I think it's
No.
black women,
No,
especially
all you
after
have-
Kamala Harris lost the election.
There's multiple studies. All you got to do is Google. There's 15 different studies. The number one most hated people are politicians.
Are you sure it's not lawyers?
Lawyers is number two.
Anyway, listen, like I don't get it. I don't get it. So you voted for Trump because you think that Donald Trump is going to shake up our intelligence agency and that whole structure, right? That's the
Yeah.
premise.
Yeah, that, and I'm hoping that the political correctness will subside.
Oh, what political correctness?
Allowing biological men to compete against women. I don't think that these women, after working thousands and thousands of hours to get good at their sport, should have that erased in one day when they
Okay,
let
so
a
you're
dude
transphobic.
compete against them.
So you're
No,
transphobic.
no, come on, guys.
See, that's okay. So that's another thing. That's another reason the Dems lost. Let me
Uh-huh.
explain that. When you start telling people they're transphobic, homophobic, Zionists, Nazis, all that stuff,
Hey, but you know what they
you're
say.
killing
Well,
yourself.
listen. I got to spin on the old saying. Your old buddy Santana says, "If the hat fits, wear it." Right. The simple fact of the matter is, there's nothing wrong with calling it what it is. I mean, if you have a problem, listen. I have never cared, genuinely, never cared who someone wants to be with. Genuinely, I
No,
don't
I'm
care.
not talking about
I've
that.
also
I-
never cared if someone said that I am a man that was born in a woman's body, or I am a woman that was born in a man's body. Like I
Me
don't
neither,
care.
but-
Like I just want people to be happy. So
Santana, do you have a daughter? Do you have a
no,
daughter?
I do not. I do not.
Okay, I
I
do.
hope to have a daughter one day. And
Okay,
I
I
know
have
where
a
you're going
daughter.
because again, I've heard this before. Just like I predicted the Obama thing, you're gonna say, what if you had a daughter and your daughter trained to do something, was playing a sport, and then your daughter got beat out by a
Guy.
Man,
a transgender person would you
Man.
be upset or whatever? No. Again,
After
anyway,
she worked out. Come on,
yeah,
man.
no,
Would I be
listen, if
upset?
my daughter can't beat out anyone, I don't give a shit if it's someone that is a trans woman, a trans man, whatever. I don't care. If my daughter or my son can't beat out that person, that means they're not good enough, so they need to step their game up. As a matter of fact, let me just take a second. 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 Let me just take a second, since there's like 400 something people here, and I just got to brag on my son, because I do have a son. I do have a son, and I got to get this off because I'm a proud father. My son got his test scores back today. He had test scores, and he ended up testing in the 98th percentile in the state and the 96th percentile in the nation.
Good stuff. Dang.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Anyway, W's in the chat for my son. But with that being said, if someone beats him out, then he needs to do better. If someone beats my daughter out, then she needs to be better. Like that's my point.
Your son's probably competing against boys, and your daughter's probably competing against girls.
You're giving them out.
Come on, man. I sat there. I listened to Serena Williams, the #1 tennis player of all time, talk about this. And her own words were, if she played with the top male tennis players, she would get beat 6-0, 6-0 in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you. That you're absolutely right. If Serena Williams played against what's his name? Andy Federer. If Serena Williams played against Andy Federer, then yes. But if Serena Williams played against a trans woman, then no. Because the simple fact of the matter is, in order to be a trans woman, you have to go through different processes, different steps. You have to have different medication. And by the time that you actually get there, you have lost a lot of different things, a lot of different components that make you a quote unquote man. And as far as like your overall testosterone level, your bone density is lower. Yeah. Like it's a complete difference. So that's not a thing.
Once you've grown up with testosterone, you're always going to be stronger than a woman.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not true. You don't. I'm sorry. You guys just don't know. Listen, I'm sorry. You guys are just transphobic. And I mean,
you can't say that, my friend. You can't just call someone transphobic.
I can. I just did it.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I just did it. Natalie, I just did it.
Well, dude, you can't. Well, because then you're
transphobic.
You're a rapist. There.
Okay. You can call me a rapist, but I don't have.
Exactly, you are.
Like, okay, cool. Hold on. So let's wait, guys, hold on. Let's stress test this. Right? Let's stress test this.
Right now, I have all the answers right now.
Okay, cool. Now. So I called you guys transphobic because you're an issue. You have an issue. Okay, cool. You've already said you don't want quote unquote men in women's sports again. Not a thing.
Absolutely not.
Cool. Or the locker rooms.
Cool. Yeah, that I was just about to go. All right, so now you got an issue with the quote unquote locker rooms and bathrooms, right? Like, do you think that children should receive gender affirming care?
No.
Okay, cool. Do you know what gender affirming care is?
Yes.
What's gender affirming care?
Well, it can be there's a vast amount of things.
There you go.
Psychological. There is both surgical. There are so many steps, but as a child, you're developing. You cannot.
You're absolutely right. But you know what they don't get? Well, most of them don't get. They don't get surgery. But you know what there's 2 surgeries that's gender affirming care that are widely done, and no one says anything about it. You want to guess what those 2 surgeries are?
Yeah, but dude, you know what? What
are those 2 surgeries?
What's that? I'm sorry, I totally gapped out. What were you asking?
I said there's 2 surgeries that are gender affirming care, but nobody ever really talks about them, and teenage girls get them quite often. I gave you like a little bit of a hint.
Girls get them quite often?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know much about teenage girls, dude.
What was the surgery for teenage children?
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
The 2 gender affirming care that teenage girls get quite often is rhinoplasty, which is a nose job. Yep. And they also get what's the proper way to say
breast augmentation?
Yes.
I thought you were going there. Absolutely.
Those are 2 things, and no one says anything about those.
But that is within their born gender. They're not. I don't want to be so
Gender is fluid.
Right.
Gender is fluid.
Gender
whatever.
is not fluid.
The gender is absolutely fluid. There's way more than two genders. Just because the United States, quote unquote, practices only two genders doesn't mean. Joe, thank you for extending your subscription.
You know how those you hear it all the time, and I'm sorry, it makes perfect sense to me. If they dig you up, when you die, blah blah blah, 100 years from now, they're only going to know male, female. They're not going to go, oh, this guy was or girl was transgender, or this one had a rhinoplasty because they wanted a firm. It's not going to know. You're male, you're female, XX, XY. It is
again.
You cannot reinvent
there's
science,
more than XX and XY.
There's anomalies.
There's more than that. That's my entire
anomalies.
Point. That's my entire point. They're not like, again, you guys are proving my statement. You guys are transphobic.
And Santana, that's another reason the Democrats lost. Because
no, it's not.
Absolutely.
No, it's not. You know why the Democrats lost?
Okay, what's a female?
Such a huge loser.
What's a female? What is a female?
What a female what?
What is a female?
A female what? Are we talking about a female horse? A female
we're talking
cat?
female. Male, female. What's a male? What's a female?
But they're different.
Specifically,
female. What? What are we talking about?
No, we're talking male and female. There's two genders. Does the cow in the field think it's a bull? No. Does the bull in the field think it's a cow and go to get milk?
Oh,
no.
Shit. Okay.
Just like everything in this world, you're the one who brought up. What are we talking about?
What is less than 1% of the population?
Exactly. It is an issue.
You guys are.
What's the word? What's the word when gender dysphoria?
Gender dysphoria. Like, it's the dumbest thing, because you can
it's
have
illness.
You can have gender dysphoria. You can have gender dysphoria without being trans. That's not a requirement for being trans. And also, you can actually be trans and not have gender dysphoria. They're not equal. You guys you're transphobic. That's why I said that.
No,
now,
we're not.
With that being said,
dude, I know people in my life that are gay. I don't know.
Being gay isn't the same as being trans. Listen, you don't understand what's happening.
See, stop cutting me off, my friend.
You just said people in your life that are gay.
No, but you're not letting people finish. You like to get in there and get your hits. Please, my friend. What I'm saying is, I have friends that are gay. I don't think I know anyone that's trans. If I do, they're beautiful. No, I'm saying I don't think I do. I'm being honest here. I do have gay friends, but guess what? My gay friends are against this new movement, and they are as gay as they come. Man.
That's because quite literally.
Are they transphobic?
Are they gay men?
Are they transphobic?
Yes. Yes.
They're wrong.
Yes, they're transphobic.
Because they have friends that are trans people. So they're transphobic.
Because you have friends that are trans people doesn't mean that you're not transphobic. Just like if you have black friends, doesn't mean you're not racist.
Illness. You guys have an illness, and you guys have to get over it. Because honestly,
who has an illness?
You Democrats, and I'm sorry about it.
Listen,
you guys do.
Hold on for a second. Slow down for a second, Nelly. Slow down for a second.
Yeah.
Slow down for a second.
Sorry, man. I'm getting all wound.
You do understand that the trans community has been targeted in certain ways by the queer community as a whole for a long time. You do understand that, right?
Yeah, I do understand.
So by you saying that you have gay friends who don't like trans people is not shocking.
I never said that. I never said they didn't like trans people. They don't like this new movement that this.
Are they gay men? You're saying they're gay men, right?
Hold on.
But they're gay men. Just to verify,
there's gay men and two girls.
Well, if they're girls or not girls, if they're women, right? If they're women, they're lesbians.
Well, yeah.
There we go. I just saw someone enter the chat. Gay. Hey, Sean, you want to come up for a second?
Nah, I just think you guys really got to work on your reality, because you guys like to paint with a very broad stroke.
No, again,
yes, you do.
Like, the simple fact of the matter is,
you like to paint with a broad stroke, and you guys like to make everyone think.
The simple fact of the matter is,
you want people to think the way you think, and if they don't, then it's wrong.
If the labels fit, then you're going to wear the label.
Democrats don't like facts. Someone just put it up there. Andrea, you're right.
One second. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hey, is that Gorilla?
Where?
Is that the person who's talking? Did Gorilla change his name?
Oh, I don't know.
But good. What's up though? What's up though?
So I got Nedley here. I also have Haber, and that they are transphobic. They don't believe they are, but they are, right? And so we were having a conversation, and
All I said was I don't want men in my daughter's locker room and competing against her.
I.e. transphobic. So anyway, like I was saying, Sean, as like I was saying, hold on. Like I was saying, Sean, the thing that they said, and this is the part that I really wanted you to come up and you know, speak on is Nedley said that he has gay friends who don't really quote unquote get this new movement, and they're not with trans people.
Okay.
No, they're LGB. What is it? LGG, whatever it is. They're not LGB, XYZ, POQ, WX, white zombie. All these, like, it's confusing, you guys.
That's not funny.
It's confusing. I don't care. It's confusing. I don't know.
Sean,
it's not
Santana, aren't you arguing just for the sake of argument?
Well,
no, this wasn't even the point, but you guys went down the rabbit hole. Go ahead, Sean. You got it.
Let's interrogate this.
It's not a rabbit hole.
Hold on, Haver. Let Sean speak.
Okay, sorry.
Sure. Let's interrogate this. You don't want you say men in your daughter's locker room.
Exactly, yeah.
When it comes to children who are underneath the age of 5, I used to work in a gym. I worked in a gym for 7 years. What gym permits you to have like your 5-year-old go into the locker room by themselves?
You're splitting hairs. That's a different thing.
No, I'm not splitting hairs. I'm not
splitting hairs.
Wait 1 second.
I'm not splitting hairs.
Seriously,
No.
Wait. Hold on. Seriously, everybody, hold on 1 second. One at a time. Let Sean speak, and then if one of you guys want to answer, cool. But I can't. Both of you start talking over each other, and we can't hear each other. Like, let's not talk over each other.
Santana is also streaming on Twitch, and I guarantee you that if you go over to Twitch, there'll be some clippable moments over here, so you'll be able to clip some stuff. So definitely go over on Twitch and join the live content over there,
you, Sean.
where you can do more stuff as well. Without this isn't splitting hairs. I'm talking as a former a gym manager. Like I was a manager at a gym. I was a pool manager at a gym. What gym permits you to let your 5-year-old go into a locker room by themselves?
None.
So if your daughter was 5 years old, you would have to take her in your men's locker room with other men in order to get her dressed. Yes, you would. You want to know why? Because that's 100% true.
No,
not a chance.
What 5-year-old? Hold on. Are you going into the?
I'm responsible.
Are you going into the women's?
No, she goes with her mother. He goes with his mother. It's a big difference, right?
Not everyone goes. Hold on. Not everyone goes to the gym with both parents.
Well,
not everyone's. Not everyone's in a two-parent. Wait, stop. You're coping.
Nedley, slow down for a second.
I gotta go because I'm gonna get really wound up with you guys.
This is the biggest amount of cope.
Hold on, Sean. Nedley, listen to what you just said.
You guys are promoting.
Wait, hold on. No, seriously, Nedley, listen to what you just said. You guys said. You wait. You and I have been sitting here having.
I like you, man. I think you're a good shit.
Okay, hold on. Listen. 1 second.
I get wound up, my man.
Nelly, okay, just hold on 1 second and just listen to what I'm saying. You and I have been sitting here for like 30 minutes or so and having a conversation. And I told you were transphobic, right? I said that, and then I started talking about all this stuff, and you were still able to have this conversation, even though you pushed back on the idea and said you're not transphobic and blah 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 blah.
I'm not. Right? I don't
but
care.
Then we had Sean. We had Sean come up on the panel, who is a trans woman, and actually start breaking this down to you. And now you're saying you have to go because you're so wound. And Nedley, I haven't heard you wound up at all. And now you're so wound up that you can't even continue to have this conversation.
That's me wound up because I am sorry. I guess what it is
you're transphobic, Nedley.
No, I'm not. You guys are just so open.
Well, it's not even
like
just
you guys like bringing your little boys into girls' rooms and your little.
You're transphobic.
You guys,
it's permitted by the gym. Stop. Wait. Let's stop this. What is the reason why a 5-year-old and he runs away? Jesus. What is the reason why, Santana? I'll ask you this. What is the reason why a 5-year-old cannot go into a locker room by themselves without their parental figure with them?
I mean, Commish, what I always did, like when my daughter was that small. And she had to use.
Haver?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Santana.
I know Santana.
Yeah. That's because they're not of a proper age to be able to take care of themselves. They're not old enough to be unsupervised.
I'm just telling you what I did. Okay.
No,
with
Sean asked me a question. I was answering the question.
who's
That
Sean?
part.
The person that's above you that's
Me,
been talking the
above me.
whole time. Can you
Okay,
not see
cool.
the person up there?
No.
Yeah, there's someone above you that's talking.
Might be a TikTok glitch.
Oh, I thought that was Kamish.
Well, it is, but my name's Sean.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry, Sean. Actually, my name's John.
Yeah, no, the reason why I said Sean is because that's a friend of mine, and that's the reason why. Yes, that's
Well, my
that's what I'm talking
display
about.
name should be Sean. Sometimes TikTok does Sean. Sometimes they show my username. It's just Commissar Sean. But
Okay,
the whole thing here,
character.
the reason why.
From Caddyshack.
Oh, fair enough. The reason why a 5-year-old cannot go into a locker room by themselves, and I'm saying this is a former gym manager or pool manager at a gym, is because exactly they're not old enough to take care of themselves. And so taking your 5-year-old daughter, and not everyone has two parents, not everyone goes to the gym with both of their parents. I was raised by a single mother. My father was not in the household. So when my mother went to the gym, she would take me to the gym and I would go into the women's locker room. Like this is, and then like the same thing with little girls who go to the gym with their father. They would go into the men's locker room. So saying that I don't want men in my daughter's locker room is like just a moot point at that point. Like we like girls are going to go into the men's locker room, boys are going to go into the women's locker room, because we will always have single mothers, we will always have single fathers, we will always have people who go to the gym and who are too young to go into locker rooms on their own. The issue isn't whether or not people are going into locker rooms with your daughters or your sons. The issue is that you're over sexualizing the people who are trans going into these locker rooms.
All I can tell you is what I did in that situation. I would stand outside the women's locker room. I would find a really nice woman, and I would say, "Hey, will you watch my daughter while she goes into the girls' bathroom?" And then I would just stand on the outside and wait.
Sure, but I wouldn't trust. You would trust a random woman with dressing your daughter?
With dressing my daughter?
Yeah, and I'm talking
Talking
locker
about
room.
locker room.
Oh, no, not a locker room, just a regular bathroom. A locker room, I don't know. I never had it come up.
You never took your daughter to the gym?
No, just swimming and stuff like that, but not to she was too busy learning her sport even at 5 years old. So no.
Okay, well that's fair. But many people take their daughters to the gym, their 5-year-old, 4-year-old daughters to the gym, and their 5-year-old, 4-year-old plays in the little pool while they do their laps in the big pool or lift weights, whatever they do. Then they go into the locker room, they shower together, they get dressed, and then they leave. This isn't a matter of whether or not the opposite sex is entering a locker room. This is a matter of over-sexualizing a certain type of person who has an identity.
Hey, let me say something real quick, Sean. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, because I just noticed this. Guys, we are in a subwave and we got like a minute and a half left to close out the subwave. We need 3 subscribers. 3 subscribers to actually close out the subwave. So if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. You get access to the Discord, which we have amazing Discord with an amazing community. You have a bunch of resources. You get early information. It's a really wonderful thing. You also get access to a fast pass to the panel with Late Nights with Santana if you want to come up and join our actual discussions. You also get access to a bunch of really cool emotes. We need 3 subscribers. We have like a minute left. If you're already a subscriber and you love it here, consider sending a subscription to someone. But we just need 3 subscribers, only 3 subscribers to close out the subwave. I would really, really love to close out the subwave. So if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. We got about 50 seconds to actually get 3 more subscribers. And again, you get access to an amazing Discord, fast pass to the panel. It's absolutely awesome. Subs, can we drop some of the actual emotes in the chat? So we got about 30 seconds left if anyone wants to actually become a subscriber to close out the subwave. Go ahead, Sean.
No, that was my entire point. This isn't about the opposite sex entering a locker room. It's about over-sexualizing a specific type of marginalized person with a certain identity. And in this particular instance, it's trans people.
I understand, Sean. I'm talking about older, kids and teenagers or college. And I was talking specifically about sports.
Well, I have
Sure, but it would like we have. Go ahead.
Riley, thank you so much for the subscription. You're amazing. And Keon, thank you so much for the subscription as well. You're awesome. So I have a question, Haver, and maybe you can answer this because I've been hearing people ask this question and I haven't heard anyone actually be able to answer it. Why is it that people always talk about trans women and never say anything about trans men?
Well, I was talking about sports.
Yeah, but yeah, even still, you talked about my daughter and all this other stuff, but like, why didn't you say why? Like I not well, you didn't mention it either, but like in general, but in general, like I never hear anyone saying, "Oh, I have an issue with trans men." It's always trans women.
I'm just my concern, like I said, is that my daughter worked very, very hard to get her 2 national championships, and she never would have got there. She'd had to compete against biological men. Just and we can go back to the old thing with the Leah Thomas. She competed when she was a man. She competed against the man. She didn't do very well, so when she went to compete against the women, she mopped up the floor with them immediately. Because Jesus,
how long did it take for Leah to get a win in the women's division?
I don't know, maybe a couple of years.
Exactly.
But okay, Sean, but these women, they've been working for 15 years, thousands of hours, all wiped out.
She was getting smoked. She was getting smoked by them.
Yeah, I know.
Like she had to build up, like when she went to the women's division, she was getting smoked, and she had to build up her skill so that she could actually compete against other cisgendered women. She did not have any physical advantages. She had to work hard just like everyone else.
She was at such an advantage. I mean, come on. Come on, man.
There was no advantage.
Men are always going to be stronger. Why do you think there's no women Navy SEALs?
They're absolutely not.
Why do you think there are zero women Navy SEALs? They're
because Navy SEALs are misogynistic. I think Ronda Rousey would beat the crap out of most.
I'm just talking about the strength difference.
So
no, I think Ronda Rousey would beat the crap out of most Navy SEAls. Like this isn't bullshit, like
man. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You disagree with Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
I think Ronda Rousey beat the crap out of most Navy SEAls. But the point is that like I think Ronda Rousey would make a great Navy SEAL on top of that. But the point here isn't the misogyny of the matter. The point here is that like factual. What you're saying, it's not factual. The point here is that like we're fantasizing this perceived advantage that doesn't actually exist because we were told our entire lives that men are stronger than women, and that's just fundamentally not true.
Also, just to call out, because this is a Grandmaster RNG over on the Twitch side. What up, Twitch? Made a great point. They're female Army Rangers,
right?
Which Army Rangers are amazing.
Yeah, they are, but they're not Navy SEALs.
Again, they're super misogynistic.
They won't let
the women aren't adequate.
Excuse me, the Navy wants a woman Navy SEAL very badly. But not one of them has ever been able to complete the course. Not one. That's
the military holds women to the military holds women to higher standards than they do men. That's first. And second, when it comes to
wants a woman Navy SEAL. They want a female Navy SEAL badly.
Okay, what specifications have they put in place for a qualified woman to become a Navy SEAL?
Well, I mean, you have to get through all the testing. But the testing fine. They can't get through the physical part. They can't.
The testing, right. So the physical testing, has the physical testing been adjusted for a woman's body?
Well, of course not.
Okay, excellent. So then the physical testing in itself is only meant for a men's body?
Yes, because men are stronger.
Okay, excellent. No, that's false. That's 100% false.
All right. Well, okay. Let me let me just ask you something. How many Olympic world records, what's the difference in the times between men and women? The men,
Sure, what is it?
the men hold every record in track. Every record you can think of.
Hold on 1 second. W's
You're
in the
just
chat.
This is a ridiculous argument.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. W's in the chat for my hitter K. W's in the chat for K. K passed on a little bit of information to me. In 2019, a woman passed the SEALs officer assessment and selection, the SOAS, but joined another Navy unit. In 2021, the first woman became a SWCC, graduating from the Naval Special Warfare Training Pipeline.
Exactly, yeah.
So
how many have passed buds? Not one.
That's not true.
Listen, I do know that when it's like, oh, what's up, Hawk? How you feeling?
Hey, Sean, how
I
you
brought
doing?
Hawk up for this one too.
I do want to know this because, like, there are specifications that women tend to not be able to meet for no real fault of their own, and these things aren't because men are stronger. Like sinking to the bottom of the pool.
Okay, you can think.
Hold on. I got that because like sinking to the bottom of a pool is significantly harder with bigger breast tissue. For a woman with bigger breast tissue than a man would have. And like we can attest to this. And so it would be harder. Hold on. It would be harder for a woman. Hold on. It would be harder for a woman to do a depth test and go to the bottom of, let's say, a 12-foot pool than it would for a man through no fault of their own, and through no fault of their strength, because they have bigger breast tissue.
John,
Like, and more fat reserves in their breasts.
the Navy doesn't care about that. They want the best qualified guys.
Hold on 1 second, Havert, because I want to read this off, and then I want to read this off, and then I want to also give Hawk a moment to speak because I brought Hawk up because he's a former military. But W's in the chat for Lyric Blue Bonnet, who is over on the Twitch side, who pointed out, says, crazy, I'm in the Navy and I haven't been told how badly they want female SEALs. So there's that. Hawk, thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
And I think Hawk can attest it when he comes back. I think Hawk can attest to this. I know, right? I think Hawk can attest to this as well, because like when it comes to the like not considering things within the trainings for certain like specifications, like not knowing that women have a harder time sinking to the bottom of like a 12-foot pool is something that men tend to like look over and don't adjust the test for women's abilities. Like, and through no fault of their own, women will fail these tests or like fail these.
It's just not that. So you're in the middle of a fight.
It's not that.
You're in the middle of a fight, and you have to help somebody that weighs 200. You're in the middle of a fight. You have to help someone that weighs 225 pounds. You basically have to drag them out of harm's way.
Women can do that. Army Rangers do that.
So again, let me say,
can you attest to these?
Absolutely.
Can you attest to these tests not being considerate towards women's natural, or at least let's say cisgender women's?
Yeah, to some extent, yes. And not to be funny, Sean, I'm the opposite of that because I have very little body fat. I can't sink at all. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Those are individual things, but you're right. As a generalization, those are issues that women have to deal with more so than men. But to his point, I need him to understand he is wrong because the only branch, God damn, I'm still here. My phone has been acting up lately. The only branch that doesn't have women in special forces is the United States Marine Corps. Every other branch has qualified at least 1 or 2 women in their special forces, except the Marine Corps. And I'll be 100% honest, as a career Marine, the Marines are biased as hell.
So there is a female Navy SEAL.
Yes, there is.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's something new.
So here's the issue that I have is when someone like you who comes up and makes this emphatic statement when you haven't even done the research to see if what you're saying is accurate or not.
No, I'm talking about biological men competing against women.
But no, like, that's not where you took the argument, sir. I'm sorry, sir. You took the argument to the military saying that they couldn't do that, and you don't know that because you've never looked at it.
I'm saying men are stronger than women.
That, again, in general terms, that's not necessarily true. I'm a Marine. I spent I don't know how many years in the Marine Corps. I know a lot of women who are bigger and stronger than the average guy, right?
Also,
Okay.
someone who
I'm just saying in
frequents
general. I mean,
someone who frequents the gym. I actually have a couple of people that I've a couple of women that I've worked out with who are literally stronger than me, and I'm 6'3", 285, and I can bench 315.
there's always going to
So
be
I
exceptions.
know
So,
women who can actually outlift me, especially with deadlifting and squatting.
but
Santana, there's always going to be exceptions, but
but
I was
Haver,
talking more
Haver,
about
this is what I
sports.
Haver, this is what I need you to do though. I need you to go look at all the statistics, right? First of all, the percentage of women in the military overall is much smaller than all of the men in the military, right? So
Right.
obviously, based on that, the amount of women in special forces is going to be smaller than the men overall or whatever. And then we come
Yeah,
into the other things like
yeah,
what Sean
I
was
agree.
talking
Yeah,
about. But the
I
point
understand.
is there are women that can do it. There are women that want to do it. And again, the only branch that hasn't had anybody pass their special warfare training yet is the Marine Corps. All the other
I
branches
understand.
have women
My
in their
point is
special
that
forces.
my only point is that men are stronger than women. Men are better
Again,
athletes than
as a
women.
generalization, that's true. But I know a lot of 5'5" men who you could wipe the floor with or whatever. They're men, but they're not stronger than the average woman. So you can't keep saying.
No, I'm talking about when you get to a level of competition.
Yeah.
What?
So listen, this is the thing, right?
Santana, I'm gonna switch devices.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, this subject is okay. I'll drop down. I just wanted to say that.
No. I mean, like, I wanted to get off of it because again, my point was like I just made the statement that you're transphobic, and for some reason you completely pushed back on it, and I was just proving the point. Like we were going down a different path, but you guys veered off, and that's why like I had to actually stop there for a second, and that's why I wanted Sean to come up, and then that just spiraled off into something else. Like, yeah.
No, I'm cool with whatever you guys want to say. I'm just saying that this is a loser proposition for the Democratic Party.
Absolutely not. It's absolutely
Okay.
okay. Hold on one second.
Keep thinking like that and lose another election.
Okay.
Aren't even that big on trans rights. Like they dropped the ball on trans rights issues. Like, and on top of this, we're talking about whether or not someone is being bigoted towards another person by something that is inalienable or not inalienable. What's it called when you can't change something about yourself? I can think of a word. But inherent, yeah. So like we're talking about whether or not like you're being bigoted towards people because of your views of that person, and I'm telling you that what you're doing is you're just over sexualizing trans people. Like that's literally what you're doing.
And Sean, can I ask you a question? Hold on, Haver. Sean, can I ask you a question? Sean, what's the percentage of transgender people in the country?
Probably less than 1%.
Just over 2%. It's like
Right.
2%.
So why are you guys talking about 1 or 2% of the entire population? In the sports programs that you're talking about, it's less than 1%. So why are you talking about that?
I'm just saying it's a losing proposition for the Democratic Party.
First of all, sir, this isn't politics. This is humanity. These are human beings. That's the part about this that you guys, when you guys get on these rants, that bothers me. It's another human being. All that person wants to do is be allowed to exist just like you.
I understand.
So why does your opinion matter?
Don't invade it. Just don't take a woman's work away. Don't
Ain't
invade
nobody
her
taking
private
nobody's
space.
work away. Are you
So
serious?
This is the problem that I have, right? So the reason why this was such a huge issue is because Donald Trump and his campaign spent $250 million on transphobic ads while he was campaigning.
Yes, he did.
Just for him to turn around after he won the nomination in Time magazine to say that he just wants to let it go. He doesn't want to talk about it. There's such a small portion of the population, and it divided the country so much that he doesn't want to get into that issue at all. Donald Trump used that as red meat for his base to get elected and then just walk away from it. Donald Trump didn't care about it. The Republican Party didn't care about it, but they knew for a fact that they could actually rile up transphobic people, whether you want to admit that you are or not, transphobic people and weaponize that to earn a vote. So you think that you're on some type of crusade when you really just got played.
No, I don't. I'm just saying that it's a loser proposition. You know, you don't give the opponent bulletin board material.
You know why? You know why it was a losing proposition for the Democratic Party? Because they didn't lean into it.
People don't want that.
No, it's because they didn't lean into the Democratic Party was so worried about tiptoeing around and not going quote unquote too far that they didn't actually lean into who they supposed to be with progressiveness.
That part.
They didn't lean into those things that make them special, and that's why it was a losing proposition.
Well, okay, so here's
because the issue wasn't that all these new voters flooded over and voted for for Donald Trump. Like let's keep it funky. Donald Trump got just a little bit more of the votes that he got from 2020. The big difference is that more people from the Democratic Party decided not to vote because the Democratic Party broke their promise. Joe Biden was supposed to be a transitional president, and he decided that he didn't want to do that, and he dropped out at the last minute. They were literally supporting a G-side in Palestine, and multiple people like, I can't vote for that. Those things combined had a lot of Democrats say, I can't vote for them. I can't give them my vote. So it's not that, oh, the Democratic Party was leaning into this or that. They didn't lean into what they should have leaned into, and that's why they lost.
Okay, that's some of the reason I didn't want to vote for Harris.
Yeah, I hear you, but
but Santana, correct me if I'm wrong here. Didn't I might be wrong, but I heard this, and I think I looked it up, and it was true. I looked it up again. Didn't Harris lose by a smaller margin than Trump lost by?
Yeah. It was one of the smallest margins of victory for recent presidential history. Sorry, I'm trying to I have it up here, but I got so many screens open. Let me figure out where that is. It's a little over 1%. Here it is. Okay. She lost by the difference. Donald Trump got 49.9% of the votes. Kamala Harris got 48.4% of the votes. So she lost by 1.5% of the votes. 1.5%.
That's an insane. That's like 2 million votes.
Yeah,
that's
actually,
an insanely small margin.
It's a little over 2,200,000 votes.
But she was running against a convicted felon. What if
she had 107 days to run against this convicted felon and to build out a campaign? And she had to not only run against this quote unquote convicted felon, but she had to actually build a campaign, build a platform, get out in front of everybody, and actually rile up a base in a country that quite literally doesn't understand how things work. They don't understand that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris didn't cause inflation, and they think that it did. They also know that they don't like this black woman because America is founded on racism and sexism. That's why black people and women originally didn't have rights to vote. And that's why she lost.
Okay. Well, hopefully in 4 years, they'll come up with some better candidates.
Who would have been a better candidate for this term for the amount of time? Who?
Mark Kelly out of Arizona. He's retired Navy.
You think Mark Kelly would have been a better candidate to run a 100-day campaign?
I know he would have.
Kamala Harris.
I know he would have.
Do you understand? Unless you're talking about taking money out of politics, that there's no way Mark Kelly would have been able to actually run a campaign with no money.
Well, I mean, if he'd inherited all the money that Kamala got, then,
see,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You don't know what's happening. There's no way that he could have. Literally, Kamala Harris was the only other person that could access that money except Joe Biden.
Okay, all right, Santana, I agree. Okay, but this election's over with. So now the Democratic Party needs to look at what happened and come up with a better plan in 4 years. It's that simple.
I agree with that. I completely agree with that.
I mean, if they come up,
the thing is, the plan is not being more conservative. It's not. It's simply not. Lean into all of it. Lean into health care for all, lean into more social safety nets, lean into more rights, lean into all of it. That's exactly what they need to do. Stop being chicken shit and go for it. Thank you for the glasses. That's the only way that they're going to get voters back. That's the only way that they're going to win.
I mean, if you get someone like that, though, can they actually win a primary? You know, that's I wanted Bernie Sanders for all the reasons you're just talking about. He's honest. He's not a multimillionaire. He hasn't worked the system and pocketed $100 million like the Clintons.
You know, Donald Trump made $1.6 billion his first term in office.
He made 1.6 billion.
$1.6 billion in his 4 years in office. So let's not talk about any politicians pocketing money.
No, I understand. I'm just mad at the Democratic Party. I want them to
if you were actually a Democrat, like you say you are, there's no way you would have voted for Trump. The simple fact of the matter is Donald Trump has been very destructive, right? And even more so, it's super short-sighted, right? Because Donald Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court justices. Donald Trump now has the potential to appoint 3 more Supreme Court justices. So if you were a quote-unquote Democrat, there was no way in God's green earth that you would have ever voted for Donald Trump, because now this is the thing that I was saying before the election. Whoever wins this election, it's not about just the next 4 years. It's about the next 50 years. The next 50 years. The things that the Republican Party are going to do this time is going to affect the entire country for the next 50 years. And if you're saying that you are a Democrat, then you let everybody down. And you let yourself down. You got played.
I'm happy.
I hear you, because you're a Republican, because you're a lie. That's why I wrote down Obama on that, because that's the same lie that every Republican tries to use when they say, well, I used to be a Democrat. No, you didn't.
No.
I've talked to enough people to know.
Dude, I've lived through some horrible presidents from the left and the right.
I have as well.
Okay, so I think that by the Democratic Party, if they learn their lesson from this, they'll come out stronger.
And the lesson should be lean into progressiveness. Be more, lean into it all. It shouldn't be try to be conservative. No. The reason why Democrats didn't vote for the Democratic Party is because they felt like they were too busy trying to be conservatives. They were acquiescing and trying to get those slim margin of Republican votes. That's why they tried it out, Liz Cheney. That's why they, tried to convince Dick Cheney to endorse them. I mean, not Dick Cheney, but Mike Pence to endorse them. Like, they leaned in on the Republican Party
to endorse them.
Say it again.
They got Dick Cheney to endorse Kamala.
Yeah, and that's why I meant to say Mike Pence. Exactly, but yeah, they got Dick Cheney. Like,
So you don't think the reason the Democrats didn't show up to vote is because they were scared of Harris?
No.
Okay.
Democrats didn't show up to vote because Harris was leaning towards the right.
She had to literally tiptoe around everything.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. I learned something. Thank you.
Let me read this off. And Haver, don't take this personal, because this isn't me saying this, but I got to read it off because this was a donation. W's in the chat for Heidi. Heidi sent a $5 donation saying, "Fuck Haver Camp. He is transphobic." W's in the chat for Heidi for that, guys. Thank you so much, Heidi. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. So if you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Also, like Sean stated, I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. And guys, I don't know if you guys saw the actual TikTok hearing, the oral arguments today, but it's not looking good for the old TikTok. With that being said, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, because it seems like after January the 19th, TikTok is going the way of the dodo bird. And last but not least, since we got Sean and Hawk up here, and they've been gracious enough to spend some of their time with me, can we show them some love? Like, both of them should be way over 1,000 coins right now. Can we just go ahead and just sprinkle some love on them, just to say thank you, because I really appreciate them coming up and being up here and and actually, you know, educating and filling in those blanks for me because, you know, I need it.
How do I do that? I don't even know how to do that.
Hey, Haver, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
73.
73.
Yeah, I think my brain is fairly fried too because I've been in bed for like 3 years.
Oh, okay. Hey, Haver.
I'm up all night every night.
Up all night doing what, Haver?
I have kidney failure, and so I can't sleep.
Okay.
But it's no bad. I'm okay. I'm doing okay with it. It's gonna unalive me, but I'm cool with it.
Hey, Haver. I'm just gonna. I'm. I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'll keep it super simple. Maybe you need to clean up your TikTok follow list.
Oh no, those are. I've only been on for 14 days. Those are scammers. What I do when I'm awake all night is I have all those people. What do you call messaging me, and then they make me all kinds of offers, and then I turn them over to TikTok. They're scammers. I've got like 500 of them in 2 weeks, and they look at my profile. I don't understand. I'm 73.
I'm talking about the ones I'm talking about the ones that you follow.
Santana, just because I'm weeding out the scammers. I've probably turned in like 200 or something in 14 days. This is what I do all night. I have extreme insomnia, so it gives me something to do while everyone else in the world is sleeping.
Okay, I hear you. I'm just letting you know how it looks.
Well, I don't care how it looks. When you try being awake all night every night for 3 years, you kind of run out of things to do at 3 o'clock in the morning. This keeps me busy.
Yeah, I hear you.
But anyway, what else? I'll let you guys go. I'm in the twilight zone right now.
All right, cool. We'll drop you.
Hey, I'll follow you on what do I need to start looking at? I forgot. Twitch.
Twitch. Yep.
I never even heard of Twitch till you guys talked about it.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
Yep. All right,
Okay,
perfect.
cool.
I appreciate you so much. Have a good one.
And I just want to say before I go, there's millions of people on the left that are good people, millions of people on the right that are good people. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, can we get Sean? Sean is so close. We need to go ahead and get Sean over 1,000 coins. We're right there. We're right there. Get Sean over 1,000 coins, please and thank you. Please and thank you, chat. You know what? Like the funny thing is, we didn't even get to like finish where we were going because they took a hard pivot at the transphobia and just couldn't get past it. They just literally couldn't get past it.
Thank y'all so much for all the gifts. What was the original point?
We were talking about like, you know, I got a new background. We're talking about all the reasons why Trump is the best president ever. And as you can see, nothing on my background says anything about trans people. So that was them. They took it there.
That's true.
It's always them. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
Yeah, if you're tired.
After these guys, you should be.
No. After the first couple of guys, I was tired.
Well, yeah, that one guy got triggered really quick.
Oh my god, they're all they're not good at this at all. It's weird. I don't know.